can actually go to AppSumo and find Be.Live on AppSumo. There's a brilliant deal on there at the moment. As we come to Nick and I, there is, and I've got a thanks from Chris. Hello, Chris.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Hello, Chris. Yeah, there is an AppSumo deal, which is, well, it's $59 upward. And, well, what better value could you have? Okay, now I'm just going to switch my background so that we actually match up. How's that? I'm going to move.
Just traditionalist.
Yeah, I'm going to move that lamp and knock a chess piece off the chessboard. Right. Okay. So, hello, Chris, and thank you for commenting. And hopefully, everything in the next 30 minutes or so will go swimmingly. So, let's remove that comment from screen. So yeah, because are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good. Because Be.Live has now got RTMP, albeit in beta testing, it means that we can do a lot of things that we couldn't do before. The first of which is to actually go live on our website. Now, there are several different ways of doing it, Nick, and today we're looking at caster.io. Now, all of the ones that we're going to be looking at over the coming weeks, broadcasting from Be.Live, are actually going to be chargeable. Okay, now this is the most cost-effective one. This caster is $50 a month. So let's say at the outset that what we're using today is not free. Yeah. And I'm going to bring up on screen. Oh yeah. I'm just wondering. Am I breaking up?
No, you're good.
Oh, right.
I thought you were good.
Okay, I'm not panicking. I'm just panicking. So I'm going to bring that up on screen, and this I'm going to put it full screen so you get an understanding. This is this.
Oh, now you are breaking up a touch, Stephen.
I'm breaking up. Let's just come back. Right. Okay. I've hidden that so that we should be back on screen now. Now, the problem is that we are live on several websites, and I've got to switch them off because otherwise I've got problems trying to hear what's going on. So I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop that.
Cool. And have you got these set up?
Just a second, we'll be with you in a minute. And stop that one. I've got one problem. I can hear myself from 20 seconds ago. I think we're all right now. That took some setting. Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming through loud and clear again now. So.
Not free. I'm going to bring up on the screen. Okay. Oh, just a minute.
The joys of these delays.
Yeah. Stop that. Oh, we've got. Stop that one. Okay, sanity restored. Just to explain, I've got 4 websites open, and they're all playing this video. And this normally wouldn't happen because you just go live and you don't need to watch on the website because you know the website's working. But for the purpose of today, I'm going to be showing the websites. So let's go back to our screen share and bring it up on screen. If I press that button, I knew anything could happen, and put it full screen. Okay, so let's begin again. Right, okay, as you can see, we are live broadcasting into that page. I'm just going to go to that page, and I've got the sound off. Good. Okay, just checking. Right, okay. When you set up your caster account, you can link to it, as I have done there, Twitter and Twitch. But the important thing is on the right-hand side. we're broadcasting to the caster site direct from Be.Live at the moment, and it's because of two important pieces of information. And on the right hand side, then, if you go full screen, hang on, I got myself. Oh, I'm gonna. Can you hear me once or twice?
No, I can only hear you once, Stephen. So I'm hoping that everyone else can only hear you once as well.
Okay, I can.
I'm sure that's the case.
I can cope with that. Okay, so the RTMP URL and the stream key have been put into Be.Live, and that's all we need to do. So I'm going to hide that, come back to you and me, and I think that's probably the safest way to go. And Chris is saying everything is okay here. So despite my panicking, everything is okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
So, okay, I'm going to close that. Okay. Right, if nobody else can hear me, I'll carry on talking. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay, I'm going to screen share again, and you'll see what's going on. So I'm going to screen share. Oh dear, and we'll probably find out which tab is causing the problem in a second. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's bring that screen share up and put it full screen. And this is, if I scroll back up, this is the new page that Nick and I broadcast on, and you can watch us live on the web page. As you can see, information about the show. And then today we're talking about, and this broadcast at the bottom is actually direct from caster.io. And it's just magic, it just works. I mean, the thing is that you don't have to do anything other than key in.
Yeah. So okay. My initial question.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm going to close that tab, which puts down. Right, now I have sanity restored. Oh, I'm not doing that again, ever.
Peace has broken out on the show.
Broke everything. No good at all. Right. Back to sanity. Okay, so you actually send the broadcast out to caster. Caster sends it wherever you like. Now, at the moment, we are live on the website. Let's rewind, Nick, shall we? Welcome to the show. This is live video production weekly with Nick Wood and Stephen Healey, and today we are talking about broadcasting to your website, and it's so simple and straightforward, as we'll hopefully demonstrate in a few moments. We're using caster.io, and that is the link, and that's all you need. You just go to caster.io, you sign up, you pay $50, and you can set up 2 feeds, which well, just go with 1 feed. Set up 1 feed and give Be.Live the details of that feed, and when you broadcast from Be.Live, you set up RTMP as a destination, and you key in the information that caster gave you. Only 2 pieces of information are required: the URL and the key. And caster is a content delivery network, and that's the difference. Rather than being self-contained like Be.Live is, content delivery network used by national news organizations is the way to actually deliver your content to more than one destination at the same time. So Nick and I are currently live on 5 different websites, all of which we're talking at the same time a moment ago. Okay. So we are live on the web is the safest thing to say.
Yeah.
And it's just another major step forward. I mean, can you think of, off the top of your head, I'm going to put you on the spot now, why you should broadcast on your website? He said, whilst...
Oh, the best thing is because you own it and you can broadcast what you like. You don't have any restrictions. So we could actually go and we could play music to our heart's content. We could show other people's videos and stream them in, and no one would shut us down because we own the property. So we're live streaming to our very own piece of digital real estate, and so that's just a brilliant thing. And so, you know, and particularly when you think about it for websites, if you're selling something, if you've got a website that's selling things, and most websites do, then you know you've got live streams and you've got people that will be retained on your website because they'll be staying there longer. Your traffic will go up, your watch time will go up, your sitting on the pages will go up, and all these things really help with your SEO as well. So, and at the end of the day, you will sell more things, no question.
But that's it. You're going to get more people. It's going to take a while to actually get people over there. But once you've actually cracked it, then, as Nick said, it's the marketer's dream. Because people are coming to watch now. Normally, when we're on Facebook and YouTube, as we are now, you'll be surfing. We know you're surfing. We don't have a problem with that. But if you were watching on our website, you'd be reading our blogs, you'd be looking in our shop, you'd be clicking our affiliate links, all the activities in relation to what we do, rather than being in relation to what Facebook and YouTube want to do. And over to Peter.
Capture, yeah.
Can you give people a link to on FB to it? Let's get a bit further on that.
Oh, what, a link to the website? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll find a link on several links on my profile. I probably annoyed people over the weekend by posting five new websites or web pages. Okay. Yeah. So you can promote, coming back to Peter's question, you can promote it on Facebook and Twitter before you go live. And I did do just that. I sent out a couple of tweets before we went live. And the whole thing about it is, let's show you once again. Hopefully this will be quieter. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you can but try, is
this is what I love about you. Don't you know, you'll just carry on. It's like, if it didn't work the first time, we'll have another go and another go and another go, and one it will work.
Right, this time it is going to work. Okay, so I'm going to go full screen with that. And as you can see, Nick and I, if I go to the page, this is a page that was only created this morning. It's my live streaming question and answer with Stephen page. And you can see that Nick and I are live on the page. And if I press that button, it will take a second or two to catch up. But once it's caught up, it will play the video. And down the bottom, this is what we're showing you today, is the video player with caster.io. Now, basically, as demonstrated earlier, it takes a couple of minutes to set up, and then you are away. And we say hello to, just to show we're live, hello to Corinda.
Yay, hi Corinda.
And Corinda's saying, yep, and nice. Okay, so let's bring it back to all four of us. So there's the proof. That's the caster.io web player. And the reason that the web player blew us away, if I turn the sound off, is that if I press play, I can rewind to any point of the broadcast. So if you missed us, you can actually go back to the beginning, and you can play the whole broadcast from the beginning, even whilst we're live.
That is just the best thing.
Yeah, it's the most fully featured one we've seen, isn't it?
Oh, I love that feature. And that's the thing, is so many times, you know, if you go onto something and, you know, you might have just missed, or I did it myself the other day. I was on a new YouTube. I'd got an email from the guy, but I hadn't picked it up. And so I wanted to see what he was talking about. And I caught it right at the very end of his live stream. And it would have been so much easier if I could just zipped back to the beginning instead of waiting for him to then tweet around with it while he was making it nice, having finished his live stream, shall we say. Because I just clicked off. Because, I thought, I can't hang around anymore. But no, to be able to just rewind, ideal, absolutely brilliant. And I still can't get over the fact that it's only $50 a month.
All right. And it's just announced, Nick, that you're doing Formula One every Tuesday.
Yes, Corinda asked me over the weekend. And so I said, of course. And I didn't need an excuse to sit and watch the bore fest that was the Monaco Grand Prix. But I considered it a vital research.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, the Monaco Grand Prix is special, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I mean, how they can go at such speeds around normal road circuit is just incredible.
Yeah, it is amazing. And how they don't crash more often than they do. No one crashed yesterday. It was so boring. It really did need someone to liven it up.
Well, you can't overtake at Monaco, can you? I mean, that's
no.
It's a very rare event. Okay, right. So that's F1, and you've got the F1 show tomorrow with Corinda and Nick. And over to Corinda, and Corinda has a question. I have a question for you, Stephen. Can Be.Live have hotkeys? The answer to that, Corinda, is possibly, but it's not set up for it. I mean, could you program something like Stream Deck, Nick, or I don't know. I'm not too sure. Okay, no, you've got silence from our side, Corinda, for the simple reason that we don't currently see a need for it, because everything we need is in to hand in the studio. We don't need to do anything magical.
And it's so easy to use. That's it's pretty much point and shoot.
Yeah, and the more you bring into it, then the more complicated it gets. Which is the second reason I love Caster, because you just put the links in, go live, job done. Yeah, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to set anything else up apart from embedding the player in your website, which we'll cover next week, because it's the same for all of the systems we're actually looking at. But if you want to go live on your website, then the starting place, the easiest place to start, I think, is Caster, because it does what it says on the tin. You can go live to 5 different destinations, so it gives you another 5 destinations to go to. And if I go, I'm not going to go back. If I were to go back, I could send us to Twitch and to Twitter. But it's just so easy. Now, just to explain, Be.Live RTMP is in beta, and Nick and I are happy to be testing it today. It will be released, and when it is released, you'll know exactly how to use it, because over the course of the next few weeks, we're going to be showing you exactly how to do it. I think that's the key. We've got another unknown. What do I do with it now I've got it? And we're going to answer that question.
You're going, yay, great. Then you're thinking, now what?
Well, the now what number one is to go live to the websites. The now number 2, because Nick and I have both done this, is we've both got Switchboard Live, which means that we can now go directly to Switchboard Live, which we'll do in another Be.Live broadcast, and we can broadcast out to 30 sites at the same time. And on Switchboard Live, it's not just our sites, it's other people's sites too. Now, this automagic feature on Be.Live always catches me out. My hands are here. I have moved. With Be.Live, how does co-host work? There isn't a co-host feature on Be.Live, Corinda, and I don't know of anybody. I know of one site that's actually planning a co-producer, but at the moment you don't have it on Be.Live. And I'm hoping. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well done, Corinda. It makes a whole lot of difference. It's making today's broadcast possible, because we are live. As I said, we are live on 4 websites. We're live on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We're live on 6 different Facebook pages. So bewildering. Yeah, you can't get away from us. You can't.
So anyone thinking of surfing, we'll just keep popping up.
Well, we must cover in the future broadcast how to actually keep a handle on all the sites you're actually broadcasting to. Because at the moment we're broadcasting live from Be.Live to 3 different Facebook pages, and we can see the comments from those Facebook pages coming in, and we can take the comments as they arise. But the other destinations we're just broadcasting, and that means we've got to go around afterwards and sort of find out what everybody's been saying. Yeah. But this is the start of something.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Can I ask a question? Because I was playing around over the weekend with it, and obviously set it all up with switchboard and the like, but I couldn't schedule it, or I was having difficulty scheduling when I was putting a link to the RMPT link. So I might have been doing something incredibly stupidly dumb.
Not necessarily so. It's basically in order to schedule an RTMP, you've got to do it from within your studio. So this morning, for example, I'll walk you through it. Basically, I set up to go live from Be.Live to 3 Facebook pages and RTMP out to Switchboard Live. Yeah. And then from Switchboard Live to caster.io. The scheduling takes place within the studio. Yeah. So you can't schedule on Switchboard Live itself. Well, no. Yes, you can, can't you? Sorry, I'm going to eat my words now. If you go into the show descriptions, there is a schedule button, isn't there?
There is, but it was actually I was trying to do it. This is live coaching. I was trying to do it from Be.Live in the studio, and Be.Live wouldn't let me schedule it. It would allow me to schedule it to the YouTube and Facebook, but it was saying no to scheduling anywhere else. So it might just have been me.
Yeah. Okay, it's just that it's the wording that's the problem. Right. Okay. You cannot schedule to RTMP. You just go live. Yeah. So if you've set a Facebook Live to go live at 3 o'clock today, and you add to that an RTMP, the RTMP will go live at 3 o'clock today. Yeah. If you set a broadcast up to for 5 o'clock tomorrow, and you've added an RTMP, the RTMP will go live at 5 o'clock tomorrow. As soon as you go live on one, you automatically go live in the RTMP. Yeah. RTMP doesn't have a scheduling facility. It's just you can't promote an RTMP link. But basically, I get this. RTMP stands for Real-Time Messaging Protocol, developed by Adobe, and part of it is released so that other broadcasters can actually use it. They released it free of charge. It is freeware. And it is a way, RTMP is a method of transferring video, audio, and data between A and B. In our case today, the A and B is Be.Live and caster.io. Now, Be.Live and caster.io are not being linked other than by this video going from Be.Live to caster. Be.Live don't know where it's going. I do. Thank goodness. As soon as I start broadcasting, it goes out. Yeah. So when you're setting up a schedule, you say, right, I want to go to Facebook, I want to go to YouTube, and I want to go out at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Yeah. You add to that the RTMP, and the RTMP is a link to Switchboard Live. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Effectively, you then save it, and then when you come into the studio at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, you press the go live button, and it goes live on Facebook, YouTube, and Switchboard Live through the RTMP. Yeah. So the time that you schedule the YouTube and the Facebook is the time that the RTMP goes live.
Okay.
No, you're saying it's saying okay. I think I'm gonna
have to retry it. Maybe because when I initially set it up, I hadn't attached the RTMP to switchboard. That might have been an issue then.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go to switchboard. We'll do this live. This is live R&D. So switchboard live. I'm going to stop sharing that screen so that I don't get. Okay, I'm back in the studio. We're waiting for.
It seriously could just be me pressing the wrong button, Stephen. I have days like that with tech.
Okay. Brilliant. Right. Okay. So we should now. Okay. The product that we're going to be looking at heavily in the coming weeks is this one. I'm just going to log in to the site. And Chris is watching as well. Thank you, Corinda. I'm just logging into Switchboard Live, and hopefully it will let me log in. We're live, so it's going to take a second or two. And then we'll take a look at exactly how I've got mine set up, which will give you an idea of how to set it up for yourself. So it's logging in at the moment. I'm just going to switch from there to there. Okay, and in a second, just waiting for this. It'll be magical when you see it, but for the moment, I'm staring at a screen with a blue square going round and round and round and flipping sideways up and upside down and waiting for the screen to come through so I can actually show you something.
All right. Actually, while you're doing it, there's Peter's question here. Can you go from Caster straight to a page with no other platform involved?
Yes, that's the whole point. That's. Let's bring it back on the screen. Don't mean to cover Nick up. Nick will be back.
No, that's right. I don't mind.
We've started with the simplest one. The simplest one is Caster. Caster has the web player, which is what you need to put into your website, and you go straight from Be.Live to Caster. There's nothing in between, no extras required, and you can just do it. Okay, so you link Be.Live to Caster. You take the code for the web player, put it into a blog post on your website, job done. Okay, and then whenever you go live on Be.Live and link to Caster, it will be on your website. You can send people to your website and say, this is the page that I'm live on, just go there. Ignore YouTube and Facebook, watch me live on the page. And if you've got Facebook comments integrated, people can actually comment whilst you're live as well. And no, you can't show those on the screen, but you can read them. Okay, so hopefully in the background as we've been doing this, right, okay, we are ready to share. Okay. So I'm going to bring it up on screen. And okay, Corinda, back in a minute. Okay, I'm going to put this full screen. Okay, now this is my switchboard live, and down the left-hand side, sorry, Nick.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where we link from Be.Live to go to the URL and use the stream key. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, all good. On the right-hand side, I'm just going to stop that stream because no, I won't. On the right-hand side, you can see that I'm going to Caster. Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yep.
Yeah. I'm also going to OneStream, and I'm also going to VI Loud, which we covered in future shows. But basically, the RTMP you actually put into the right-hand side is the one to go to Caster. So you're going from switchboard to Caster. You're given switchboard the Caster RTMP. When you go live on switchboard, you will go live on Caster.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now you go live on switchboard when you send it a signal. Now we're sending it a signal right now. So Corinda, you're blocking my flow. Sorry, Corinda. Right.
Yeah, okay. Questions at the end, Corinda.
Yeah, give me a chance. So basically with Switchboard Live, which is Caster Plus, if you like, you put your feed in on the left-hand side and it goes out to everything on the right-hand side. Okay. So that when you schedule on Be.Live and you're going to Switchboard Live, it will go to Switchboard Live and then it will go to the destinations that you've told it to. Right. I can see a smile breaking out, so we're good. Okay, I'm going to catch up with the comments and hopefully, right, Corinda, one question. Do you know Restream, the comment go fast with other platform, the comment take a long time. Why is that servers? Right, okay. We're in the studio now. We're going live on Facebook and YouTube, and you're commenting as we're broadcasting. When you make a comment, that comment is sent to Be.Live by Facebook or by YouTube, and Be.Live process that comment and then display it in our studio. Sending it to Be.Live processing it and sending it to us takes about 20 seconds. So we can't see the comments real time. On Twitch, where you can display the comment, on Restream, where you can display the comments down the side, then it looks like they're coming in live, but there is a delay. I assure you there is a delay.
Yeah.
Okay. And to Corinda's next comment, what time the red warning on top? We'll get a red warning if I just bring this full screen again. The red warning is being caused at the moment, if I go over to the page, by Twitch.
Yeah.
And it's saying there's an error. So if I stop streaming to Switch, which I'm doing now, okay, the stream is stopping. So I had a problem with my Twitch, which I'll note later. And thank you to everybody watching me on the wall. So there we are, and that will disappear. It will stop being red in a second or two as Switchboard catches up. And I'll tell you, it will stop going red. Okay. But you've got to believe me on that. It will stop being red in a moment. In fact, if we can watch it go red from red to green. Okay.
Yeah. We believe you, David. You have a very believable face.
Well, yeah, credibility is everything. Right, I'm gonna stop screen sharing and take a comment. Oh, say hello to Guy. Right. Okay. Thank you, Guy. Kai is saying, how cool to see this live, learning something. Thank you. Right. The main thing that we're talking about today, I'm just going to hide that so we come back to the three of us. That's me, Nick, and the card. Is that Caster.io is the simplest way to actually have a live broadcast on your website. To have a live broadcast on your website, the studio you're using needs to send a signal out to Caster. Caster takes that signal and sends it out to a player on your website, which you've embedded once. Perfect. And it doesn't get any simpler than that. And you can go live on your website. Now, the thing is that if you can go live on your own website with a code, you can also say to your friends, do you mind if I broadcast on your website too? And if you share the code with them, they can embed it into their WordPress blog and you're live on their site. Nice. So our question is this, and if you don't ask, you don't get it. Would you like to broadcast this show on your website?
Me?
Okay.
Absolutely.
To everybody, that's the world. That's the world. Basically, if you've got a WordPress website and you'd like to have some activity on it where people can go along and they can watch this video at 10 a.m. Eastern on a Monday, and at the same time they can read your blog posts and watch your go to your shop and buy things. If you want to use this video as promotion for your website, then it would have its own URL because you'd write a blog post, embed the player in it, and we'll show you how to do that, simple and straightforward. And you could have this broadcast every Monday on your website. And got a question from Corinda. I don't know how he's done this, but he manages to get the automatic feature nearly every time. So if, and I've got that on the screen. So if we're also live on Facebook and YouTube, but the key question that we're asking now is, would you like to have this show on your website? And if you would, just let us know. Yeah, no cost. And it will attract people to your website. It gives us a bigger audience. We're not going to say it doesn't. But it is a way of actually getting activity on your website. Normally, a website is static. You write a blog post, people come and read it. You write a blog post with a video in, people might play it. But if people go to a website and there's video playing and it's saying live,
yeah,
and we know that people like live video. So we're offering this. So over to Corinda, and I mean, WordPress.org. Yeah, what you can put it into, yeah, you can embed it. Yeah, we can give you an embed code on WordPress if it's your own site, in you're hosting it, or WordPress.org if you're hosted there. What about Mixcloud? Mixcloud is for music. You can't embed it. Basically, on Mixcloud, you can go live and play the music you want, and you can attract an audience. And once you finish, that's it. They don't store video, and all that's left behind is your playlist of amazing music. So it's not video related, and it was an automatic comment, yes. And Guy, I'd like to test my WordPress.com site, see if it's loud there. Okay, thank you, Guy. I'll send you the link. I'll send you I'll do something I don't do very often. I will email you with what's email? I'll email you with the code to actually put onto your site, and we can see whether it actually works or not. It would definitely work on a self-hosted WordPress site, but WordPress.org, it'd be good to actually test it out, and then we know for future broadcasts. Thank you very much, Guy. Yeah. And okay, yeah, brilliant. Okay, I love it when
that should work.
Okay.
Oh, it's fascinating, isn't it? I love it. The potential is just enormous, and I was thinking, it's like, we're offering this show, but imagine if you're in a, and I know a lot of people that are in like the spiritual niche, if you like, and they're all gagging for content. And so, if you're happy to go live and talk about, and I know several people that are very happy going live and chatting about what they're doing, you can actually use that as a promotion, not just for yourself, but also for your friends that are desperate for content, but are too scared to go live. And you just got someone, bang, you get to share audiences. It's a really great collaboration. So,
yeah. And there's no cost. There's no cost.
No.
The cost is we bear the cost. And over to Corinda. Stephen, on Thursday wasn't there? No, there wasn't an in-video show last week, and I'm hoping that John is recovered. In fact, I know he is recovered. And from Corinda again, your video content.
No, Corinda, no, I don't use in-video. I use a combination, depending on how I feel, of Camtasia or ScreenFlow. whatever's taking my fancy that day.
Okay, and over to Guy, and Guy is saying, right, okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'll do that.
Cool.
This evening, Guy, my time.
Fantastic. Oh, well, so we'll have an extra website for next week.
Indeed, fingers crossed. This is going to be good. I mean, if we was trying with guys, and then we're off and running.
Absolutely.
The world is our oyster. I mean, that's the whole thing about website broadcasting, is it is shareable. Yeah, and you can do a quid pro quo. I'll host your broadcast if you host mine, and start interacting, and it's a win-win situation for everybody, isn't it?
Oh, totally. Oh, I tell you, this is why you watch us, everybody, because of the genius of a certain Mr. Healey. I just tag along for the ride. I just find it so educational.
It's the teamwork, and thank you for that, Nick. Right, okay. Now we have a tradition, and it's a good tradition because I can just sit back for a minute. Nick, it's over to you.
Thank you, Stephen. Well, you should sit back because you're the one that does all the work behind the scenes. So that's fantastic. Thank you guys for watching. Well, listen, we are here every Monday, 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern. And as you saw, if you want our show on your website, just drop us a line and we can be there next week. How awesome is that? So that's how fast we can do it. So until next Monday, have a great week and we will see you again on Monday. Take care.